Uh, I want to put Jojo message up that he received from those individual folks. The message that he received from them is very important, similar message to what they were reading on in the video. But intentionally, the group that put the message up, Send Us Snow, refused to put up Jojo's message that he sent to them. And there you go. Here's the message. This is the message that was sent to Jojo. And in the green, that Jojo replied. That's Jojo reply. So the same group that send the video, send this message to Jojo. Jojo, your end will soon come. If you don't hand over our goods back, you stole with your boy of NDLEA. I don't know what's that. After all we did for you and your father, how we have treated you like family. And now you decide to strike us. We have seen your real face now. You have already turned your singular phone off where we had contact on. This is our last attempt to let Eseki also give us our $2 million back to PANA, PANA, I don't know what's that. I will release them what you promised. If not, we're going to hunt you down. What is in the green is Jojo's reply. Whoever you are an idiot. You need to learn to write better English before you start playing your funny games. You all will never draw me into your nonsense. That's Jojo's reply. Let's get into the story. I spoke to a relative to Abraham Traore. I spoke to that relative yesterday, and I spoke to the relative today. The story, when I asked him, do you know Abraham Traore? There's a reason why I asked him, because someone pointed me to him. A former government official pointed me to that relative. I'm not going to call that former government official name. I reached out, he said, why are you reaching out to me? I said, because someone sent me to you relating to this story. Do you know Abraham Traore from Zoom Network? He tried to dodge. Later on, he said, Stanton, let me tell you, yes, I do. We are family. The relative is watching this show. I got his permission to say this. If in any doubt, I can call him, he can say it. And he said, send us snow. Let me call Abraham Traore. He called Abraham. First of all, before he did that, I said, where is he? He said, he's in Miami, Florida. I said, what's the story here? He said, let me call Abraham. Abraham Traore that told you he knows nothing about this. It's disappointing that he lied to you, Rodney Sieh. He told his relative. There was a phone call that came from Colombia to Guinea-Bissau. He have a family wife relationship in Guinea-Bissau. So one of the minister's wife called Abraham. The person said, hey, we got a problem in Liberia with our goods.
Oh, Senator, is it Guinea-Bissau or Equatorial Guinea?
Equatorial Guinea, sorry, I'm sorry. Yeah. Thank you, Snow. Equatorial Guinea. He said, we have a problem in Liberia. We need someone to help us with our goods. We are in trouble. The lady said, I have a family relative that know people in Liberia. Let me reach out to them. They speak Spanish. Some speak Portuguese. They reached out to Abraham Traore. When they reached out to Abraham, they explained the situation to him. He said, I know somebody in Liberia. Let me reach up if they can help. He called a person named Abi Sharif. If anybody in Liberia know Abi Sharif, he interpreted while he had the person on the phone to Abi Sharif the situation at hand, the drugs crisis that is at hand. Abi Sharif told Abraham to tell the person that he's an NSA. He's an NSA officer. He worked at the National Security Agency, and he can make sure that they get this resolved. He told Abraham Traore. Abraham spoke Spanish back to the lady, guarantee that yes, indeed, he can help get this resolved. Abraham Traore, after informing them, said to this his family member in Liberia, I left it like that. The NSA Abi Sharif told Abraham Traore for the second time, hey, my guys at NSA ready to help, but we need this money to help you guys. I'm going to pause there. I'm speaking to you right now. Prince Steve Johnson, the director of NSA, has spoken to Abi Sharif already. Let's pause. Who is Abi Sharif? Abi Sharif is one of those guys that come around Jojo Black-Eye. Abi Sharif introduced, he knows Abraham Traore, who knows Jojo Black-Eye. I spoke to Jojo Black-Eye. I said, you are my friend. Tell me what you know about Abi Sharif. Jojo Black-Eye Jr. said, Stanton, hold on. Let me call the man right now. He's at fish time. I said he is involved.
Fish market.
Fish market, thank you. I said he is involved. His name is coming up about doing a deal with this group of people that send a recording around. Jojo was frustrated. I said, how do you know him? Jojo said, we got together to take a trip to Madrid, Spain. Jojo said, we went on the trip. I couldn't go alone. I told them to call the youth and sport minister. They called the youth and sport minister, Colonel Crow. We went on that trip. And when we went on that trip, it was all well and we left. Abi Sharif couldn't make it on the trip because he didn't get a visa. And I don't know anything about Abi Sharif. This morning, the individual called me back to reaffirm that it is true. Abi Sharif worked for NSA. That it is true. Abi Sharif spoke to Abraham Traore. That it is true. Abi Sharif requested money from whoever that related to this cocaine issue, Senator Conner, from those people. Jojo was very clear. He knows nothing. He's not in anything. He's not part of anything that was done. Maybe and only maybe this Abi Sharif used his name or identity if it was true or if it is true. If I can go further, the phone call that was made, the individual that spoke to me, he's very, very reputable. He will come on the show to say exactly so far. Abraham Rodney Traore to lie to you and say he knows nothing. I will call this individual and it's very clear he will say exactly what he told me because I was told to say exactly what Abraham Traore told him. So who is Abi Sharif? People out there can find out. He involved with NSA and what the government doing. Who is in Equatorial Guinea that he spoke to? His involvement with this person that have Zone Network.